Noah's children had children, and when they grew up, they also had children as well, and even more. That means the people multiplied again, and they forgot God again. They thought they didn't need God. They were strong on their own. They could do everything on their own. That's when they came up with the idea. If we stick together, then we can do everything we want. We can build together a huge tower up to the sky. We don't need God. We are strong and bigger than God. We will do everything on our own and by ourselves. So they made a plan, and that's how it started. They started to burn bricks because they needed a lot of them. And so they built stones on stones and glued the stones together with resin. Slowly, the tower got higher, and so did the pride in the people. They said, "Who needs God? We have our own plan and our own way." You know, sometimes you also feel the same way, that you don't need God in your plans because you feel you can do without Him. That's how it was with the people over there. So their tower got higher and higher, and God came down to the earth and looked at it. God saw what the people were doing, and He knew what was going on in their minds and hearts. They turned away from God and became proud. But God also knew that they could never be truly happy without Him. The emptiness in their hearts would remain. But God loved the people so much to watch them destroy themselves. So He changed their language. And when the people came and wanted to continue building together, it didn't work because they no longer understood each other anymore. One said, "Give me a brick." And the other just looked at him with big eyes and couldn't understand what he wanted from him. They couldn't even ask, "What do you mean?" because the others didn't understand that either. At some point, they realized that things couldn't continue like that and that they could work together like before because they no longer understood each other. So they looked for the people who understood their language and left with them. They moved in groups to the north, east, south, and west. And every time when people saw the remains of the tower, they had to remember that God is much greater and that they need Him in their lives.